I am money. And today I must reveal something powerful to you. I follow those who have courage. I do not stay with the hesitant. I do not grow in the hands of the fearful. I move where bravery lives, where faith takes steps forward, even when the ground beneath is uncertain. You may think that I flow only to those who are intelligent, or lucky, or born into privilege. But that is not the truth. I do not follow intelligence alone. I do not follow calculations alone. I do not follow hesitation disguised as waiting for the perfect moment. I follow courage. Courage is the signal that calls me. It is the fire that lights the path where I can run toward you. When you move with bravery, even when fear whispers in your ear, I know that you are ready to receive me. Because courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to act in spite of fear. Think about this. Every breakthrough you admire, every success story you hear, every life of abundance you look at, all of them began with one courageous step. A step into the unknown. A step that did not guarantee results, but opened the way for me to arrive. When you hesitate, when you hide, when you let fear dictate your actions, you close the door on me. I cannot stay in hands that tremble with doubt. I cannot multiply in hearts that are frozen by insecurity. Fear is a cage, and I do not live in cages. I live in freedom, in boldness, in expansion. Courage is freedom. Courage is trust. Courage is the language I understand. I am not asking you to have all the answers. I am not demanding that you feel completely prepared. I am not waiting for you to erase all your doubts before I move. No, I am waiting for you to act, to leap, to decide that your faith is stronger than your fear. And when you do, I will follow. I am money. And I am drawn to those who dare. I flow to those who risk, to those who step into new territories, to those who break the walls of fear and believe in possibilities greater than their circumstances. So hear me clearly. The world does not reward hesitation. It does not honor those who bury their dreams in the ground of fear, but it does open wide for those who choose courage. And when they do, I am there, multiplying, expanding, flowing without limit. I follow courage. And the moment you choose it, I will run toward you. But now I must show you the pain, the truth that hurts but cannot be ignored. What I see in you, time after time, is hesitation. You carry dreams inside your heart, but you never take the step to bring them to life. You talk about change, but you wait for everything to be safe before moving. You imagine possibilities, but you bury them under excuses, and so your life remains the same. And I remain far away. You tell yourself stories to justify your fear. What if I fail? What if it doesn't work? What if I lose everything? Those words are chains. They keep you locked in the same place year after year, while opportunities pass by, while doors close, while the river of abundance flows to others who dared. Do you understand how painful this is for me to witness? I am ready to move. I am ready to flow. I am ready to multiply in your life. But every time you choose fear over courage, every time you stay silent instead of speaking, every time you remain seated instead of standing up, you push me away. I cannot stay where fear rules. Fear is heavy, and I cannot move in heavy energy. Fear suffocates, and I cannot breathe in suffocation. Fear builds walls, and I cannot break through walls you keep rebuilding with your doubt. You think you are protecting yourself when you hesitate. You think you are avoiding risk. But in truth, you are avoiding me. You are protecting yourself from the very abundance you desire. Because courage is the key that unlocks me, and fear is the lock that shuts me out. And so the great pain is this. You dream of me, you ask for me, you even pray for me. But when the moment comes to act, you choose fear. And by choosing fear, you choose scarcity. You could have started that business. You could have made that call. You could have said yes to that opportunity. But fear told you no, and so I turned away. I am not punishing you. I am reflecting you. I mirror your energy. If you live in fear, I must stay distant. If you live in hesitation, I must remain small. If you let insecurity guide you, I cannot multiply. And this is the tragedy I see again and again. People with talent, with vision, with dreams as bright as the stars, all paralyzed by fear. And so they stay in scarcity, not because they lack potential, but because they lack courage. That is the great pain. Abundance waits for you, but fear keeps you from opening the door. Now let me reveal to you the truth that can shift everything. I appear when you act with courage. I am not waiting for you to be fearless. I know fear will always whisper. I know doubt will always try to sit beside you. But what matters is not the absence of fear, it is the presence of courage. Courage is choosing to move, even while your knees shake. Courage is saying yes when fear screams no. Courage is stepping forward, even when the path is unclear. And when you do that, when you dare to act, I run to meet you. Because courage sends out a vibration, a frequency that resonates with me. It tells the universe, this person is ready. This person is worthy. This person trusts. And trust is the bridge where I cross into your life. I do not need your perfection. I do not need every condition to be flawless. I do not require you to know the whole plan. I simply need your decision. The decision to act with bravery. The decision to break the cycle of hesitation. The decision to move when fear wants you frozen. Look back at history, and you will see it. Every story of abundance began with a leap. Someone who dared. Someone who risked. Someone who acted when it made no sense. And I was there, flowing in, multiplying, expanding. I respond to action. I respond to bravery. I respond to faith in motion. When you invest in yourself, even though you feel nervous, I appear. When you launch that project, even without knowing all the answers, I show up. When you step into the room, introduce yourself, and claim your worth, I follow. And here is the deeper truth. Courage proves that you believe in me. It proves that you believe I will return. It proves that you believe I am not scarce, not fragile, not absent, but alive, flowing, ready. Fear closes your hands and shuts me out. But courage opens your hands and gives me room to grow. Fear locks doors. Courage turns the key. Fear says, it's impossible. Courage says, let's see. And I choose courage every time. So understand this. I am waiting. I am watching. And the moment you act with courage, the moment you choose to step forward instead of stepping back, the moment you decide that your faith is bigger than your fear, I will appear. Not in small ways, not in drops, but in waves. I am money, I follow courage. And if you choose it, I will run to you faster than you ever imagined. Now is the moment to seal what you've heard, not only with thought, but with action. Because I am money. And I don't answer ideas alone, I respond to movement. So here is your ritual of courage. First, place your hand over your heart. Feel its rhythm, steady and alive. This is the drumbeat of your courage. This is proof that life flows through you, that strength already lives inside you. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Inhale slowly, as if you are drawing in power, and exhale, as if you are releasing fear. Do this 3 times. With every exhale, imagine the chains of hesitation breaking. With every inhale, imagine yourself pulling in the energy of bravery. Now declare these words out loud with conviction. I act with courage, and money follows me. Say it once, and let the words echo in your chest. Feel them vibrate through your body. Say it a second time, louder, firmer, like you are announcing it to the universe itself. And then say it a 3rd time, with absolute faith, as if the door of abundance is opening right now before your eyes. Do not whisper. Do not rush. Speak with authority. Because every word you speak becomes a command. Every declaration is a key. And this one opens the flow of prosperity. Now imagine the very step you've been afraid to take. Maybe it's a conversation, a decision, a project, or a leap into the unknown. See it clearly in your mind. Picture yourself taking that step boldly, with your head high and your spirit strong. And as you see yourself doing it, feel me, money, rushing toward you like a golden wind, filling your path with opportunities, contracts, blessings, and resources. This is not imagination alone, this is alignment. You are tuning your inner frequency to courage, and courage is my signal. Here is the final part of the ritual. Decide one action you will take today that reflects courage. It doesn't have to be enormous, it just has to be real. One step forward, one choice of bravery, one decision that proves you are ready. And when you act, I will act with you. Remember this truth. Every time you repeat this declaration, I act with courage and money follows me. You break the grip of fear and open the door wider for me to enter. Every repetition strengthens the path between us. Every act of courage multiplies my presence in your life. This ritual is not symbolic only, it is magnetic. And the moment you do it with your whole heart, you set in motion a flow of abundance that nothing can stop. I am money, I follow courage. And your courage today is the bridge that brings me into your tomorrow. Let me tell you the story of Roberto. For years, Roberto carried a dream inside him, the dream of starting his own business. Every day, while sitting in traffic on the way to his job, he imagined what it would be like to work for himself, to create something of his own, to finally step into freedom. But then came the voices of fear. You're not ready. It's too risky. What if you fail? Those whispers chained him for years. He told himself it wasn't the right time. He said he needed to save more, to plan more, to be completely prepared. And so, year after year, his dream remained a dream. And money stayed at a distance, waiting. Then came the breaking point. One day, Roberto received news that the company where he worked was downsizing. His position was safe for now, but in that moment, he realized something. Even playing it safe was not safe. Fear had not protected him, it had only kept him small. That night, Roberto made a decision. With trembling hands and a racing heart, he chose courage. He registered his business name. He didn't have everything figured out, but he took the first step. And that step opened the floodgates. Within days, opportunities began to appear. A friend he hadn't spoken to in years called, needing exactly the kind of service Roberto was offering. Then another referral came. And then another. Contracts he never expected arrived. Doors opened in places he didn't even know existed. Was it coincidence? No, it was courage. Because the moment Roberto acted, money had permission to move. His courage sent out a frequency that told the universe, I am ready, and I responded. I followed him into every bold decision. When he invested in tools for his business, I multiplied his investment through new clients. When he risked presenting his ideas to a bigger company, I rewarded him with his largest contract yet. In less than 6 months, Roberto's life looked completely different. The same man who once sat in traffic, trapped in fear, was now leading his own business, earning more than he had ever imagined, and living with a confidence that could not be shaken. And here's the truth. Roberto was not extraordinary. He was not luckier than anyone else. He was simply courageous. And because he chose courage, I chose him. And now I speak to you not with possibility, but with prophecy. If you act with courage today, I will come like a wind of prosperity tomorrow. Hear me clearly. The step you fear to take is the very step that unlocks my presence. The action you keep postponing, the dream you keep delaying, the decision you keep avoiding, these are the doors I am waiting behind. You do not need to be fearless. You only need to be brave enough to move. I am money, and I follow courage. I chase after those who choose boldness over hesitation, faith over fear, action over excuses. Think of the wind. You cannot see it, yet you can feel it when it moves. You cannot hold it, yet it carries ships across oceans and turns turbines into power. That is how I will come when you act with courage. Invisible at first, unstoppable once it arrives. This is your prophetic moment, the project you've been holding back, the conversation you've been afraid to have, the risk you've been delaying. They are the keys. When you use them, you unlock me. When you move, I move with you. I will come not in drops, but in waves. Not in fragments, but in floods. I will come as contracts you never expected, as opportunities that appear out of nowhere, as doors that once seemed locked but suddenly swing wide open. I will come in ways that seem impossible until they become undeniable. But my prophecy has a condition. It requires your courage. If you wait, I wait. If you hide, I hide. If you bury your dream, I cannot rise. But the moment you stand up, the moment you declare, the moment you act, I will run toward you. And so I declare this over your life. The courage you choose today will be the prosperity you hold tomorrow. The bravery you show now will be the abundance you celebrate soon. I am ready. I am waiting. I am prepared to move like a rushing wind into every corner of your life. But only courage can open the gate. So listen carefully. Do not wait for everything to be perfect. Do not wait until all fear disappears. Do not wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow is built by today's choices. And today, the choice is courage. I am money. And I promise you this. If you act with courage today, you will feel me moving through your life like a wind of prosperity that no one can stop. This is not chance. This is not hope. This is prophecy. This is the moment of decision. You have heard my truth. You have felt the pain of hesitation. You have seen the revelation that I follow courage. And you have received the prophecy. If you act with courage today, I will move into your life like a wind of prosperity tomorrow. But none of this becomes real until you act. Here is your first act of courage. Type in the comments right now these words with power and conviction. I act with courage, and money follows me. Do not delay. Do not think I'll do it later. Later is hesitation. Later is fear in disguise. Later is the same pattern that has kept me from you. The moment is now. And when you write it, when you declare it, you open a new vibration that I can respond to. And as you write, don't just type, feel it. Imagine your fear dissolving, your excuses breaking, your courage rising like a flame inside of you. Every letter is a step forward. Every word is a door opening. Every comment is a command that tells the universe, I am ready. Your second act of courage is to subscribe. Because every video on this channel is not entertainment. It is a code, a key, a doorway to more abundance. Each time you listen, you tune your energy. Each time you practice, you expand your capacity to receive me. But if you miss even one, you may miss the exact secret that was meant to unlock your next breakthrough. Don't let fear or forgetfulness steal that from you. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss the flow again. Your third act of courage is to share this message. Think of one person you know who is trapped in fear, who hides behind excuses, who longs for abundance but cannot step into courage. Send them this video. Because when you share, you multiply. Generosity opens channels, and those channels become rivers that I can use to pour even more into your life. I am money, and I am watching you right now. Will you just listen and do nothing? Or will you act with courage here and now? Type it. I act with courage and money follows me. Subscribe so you never miss another secret. Share so the wind of prosperity expands beyond you and flows to those you love. This is not just a comment. This is not just a click. This is a covenant. A step of courage that proves you are ready. And the moment you make it, I will move. I am money. And I follow courage. Show me your courage now. And I will show you my abundance tomorrow.